Hello, my name is Sebastian Gongora, and this is my final proposed design for the Sustainable Community Culture Hub. In this presentation, we'll be going over these 5 topics. We will start off with my conceptual design, which I will show in my initial sketch, as well as the rules and regulations that I had to follow in order to be able to cover all aspects of this building. Followed by that, we'll be talking about the adaptiveness of my building and how it needs to match the local architecture and what the local architecture looks like. Followed by that, we'll be taking a look at the final design, where I provided plans and elevations to show what my final design came out to be. Concluding that, we'll be taking a look at some renderings, which I provided, which will show both an interior visual and as well as an exterior visual as well. Lastly, we'll be looking at a walkthrough that will show all aspects of my building, both inside and outside, and as well as the landscape that I ended up using. Why a sustainable community culture hub? I believe kids from all ages should have a place where they can come relax. Whether it's been a long school day or it's a hot summer day or a freezing winter, I believe kids of all ages, deserve a place where they can come and feel comfortable, relax, have fun, and be entertained. And I believe that my design provides all of those. As we look on the left here, these are all the rules and regulations that we have to follow. The site is located on North Willis, East Shepherd Avenue in Clovis, California. The site that we were given was a 200 by 200 square feet area, and our proposed building must use 40% of square footage in that area, as well as it must fit around the surrounding architecture, so it will not stick out. The rooms it must have are a gallery, cafe, studio, office space, and a multi-purpose hall. Right here on the right is my initial design where you could see that I included all those features that are listed, as well as including a parking, entrance and exits, a walkable entrance, as well as a shaded area and an outhouse. These pictures that I provided show the local architecture that are in the surrounding areas. As we can see, there is a lot of green natural landscaping, as well as palm trees and tall trees, as well as bushes and small bushes as well. As well as the colors on the building are more natural tones, using dark green, dark brown, and this beige color as well. So knowing that, I knew I had to implement at least some of those factors into my design to match the local architecture. Here is my final design. My final design did not change much. The layout did not change much from the initial design, but the design did. Here, we still have the entrance and exit way from the left. I did this because on the left is the road North Willis, and I believe going up north and turning on your right is much easier than turning on your left on East Shepherd. I as well as included an outhouse and shaded area to provide comfort as well as the bathroom so people won't be needing to use the bathroom inside, which only holds 2, while this one holds 8 in total stalls. And my floor plan here shows all the required rooms that I had, falling from the playground to the office space, the coffee shop, and entertainment room. But next to it is the study and classroom, followed by the auditorium. Up here we have an elevation. I provided this elevation to show that in my design, I designed a brick cladding that covers the entire bottom building that goes up 3 feet. These are the renders that I provided. to show both an interior and exterior view. This one up here shows the shaded area that you can see in my site plan. In the middle, I provided concrete seated areas as well as a small pond to allow for the landscape and sustainability and to show kids a natural habitat for fishes. And I also provided an outhouse right here that you cannot see well, but to allow kids to use the bathroom without having to go inside. This middle one here shows a playground that is covered yet also inside. I knew I wanted to do something where the playground is covered so it's not straight on the sun, but as well as has openings to allow fresh ventilation to come in without having to use AC or or man-made air. As well, in this picture here, it just shows cars leaving or parking just to show a beautiful picture of the landscape that I chose to use. Down here we have the auditorium slash gallery room. I know I wanted the auditorium and gallery to be in the same room, so I made a big enough space that allows to be able to hold as much people as possible, as well as provide walls to show art and display art. And I added this another brick cladding here just to divide and to keep people's eyes focused on top of it to show the art. I as well added a stage here that is not too high, so chairs are not need. We don't need chairs to show, but if kids want, they could sit on the floor and they'll still be able to have a good view of whatever is happening on the stage. This middle picture here shows the cafe slash entertainment room with the projector here that can project movies or play games, as well as a coffee shop where people can buy coffee or other food items. In this last render here, it shows the office space where public workers or other secretaries could work, but I also I wanted to have a professional space, so I added office and a reception desk as well. This last part will be taking a look at my final walkthrough to showcase what my entire layout and site plan ended up looking. As we make our way through the entrance, we we are greeted with an array of trees. I did this purposely because I wanted the landscape to really be bold while you enter inside the community center. As we take a turn here, we are shown with the shaded area that I described in the site plan with its small pond and its concrete seated area, as well as I put around holes in the side building to add a unique design, but as well to let ventilation to go through so it won't be humid or hot in there. As we make our way to the first building, we are shown with the auditorium and the gallery. As I explained in the render, it's big enough to allow more people to fit in, as well as provide a space where performers, entertainers, speakers can come in and give a speech or perform an art. The next room we followed is the studio room, where I provided tables and lockers where kids can come, a quiet space to do their homework or just to study or read. The next space that we're followed by is the coffee shop, where I provided tables and projectors and it give a really good entertainment place for kids come can relax and watch a movie or order a cup of coffee. Here, the last room is the office space where I showed desk and gave a professional setting with this place to wait and as well as nice big windows to allow as much natural lighting as possible. Lastly, we are shown our playground here with the sandbox so kids can have fun without worrying the need to hurt themselves, as well as openings to allow ventilation so they can get fresh air. As we take a turn here, we are shown to the grass field, which is pretty big, which can allow for multiple sports to happen and multiple activities, whether it's soccer, football, frisbee. Uh, Here we pass underneath a shaded area, as well as we pass by the outhouse that provides stalls and bathroom necessities, as well as a water fountain as we pass by. As we exit, we walk out the walkable entrance that allows for bikes, scooters, skateboards to walk through. That is my final design. I The whole intent of my buildings to have is to be sustainable as well as I included slanted roofs on top to allow for solar panels to be placed, as well as ventilation as big windows to allow much natural lighting to be as possible.